Hey there, it's Tash. Sorry we are in a different location today, and sorry if I look really gross. Both of them are actually because of the same reason, and that is, it is like 40 degrees today or something ridiculous like that, so I'm very sweaty, very hot, and the place where I usually film is like the hottest part of my room somehow. But nonetheless, today I am going to do a book review for A List of Cages by Robin Rowe. You have probably seen this on the internet before now because of Disney Hyperion's marketing team, and I'm going to start off with a pretty obvious disclaimer. They did not sponsor me. I bought this book with my own cash monies because I saw everyone talking about it after being sponsored by Disney Hyperion. And then naturally I had to buy it because that's how marketing works, and I have become a slave to capitalism. You got through to me, Disney Hyperion. Paid off. So like, I really loathe giving plot summaries, but I guess in book reviews you gotta do it, So this book is about two high school kids, Julian and Adam works as sort of an aide for his school psychiatrist, and one of his jobs is he has to go fetch the other main character, Julian, from his classroom, bring him to the therapist, and then it turns out that Julian used to be Adam's foster brother for about a year or so after both of Julian's parents died in an accident. Julian, after that year was up, went off to live with other family. And so he's excited to see Julian again, and he starts noticing some odd behaviours in Julian. He's very flinchy and nervous. I think it's pretty obvious what's going on with Julian from the summary, but some people define what he's going through as spoilers, so I will leave that unsaid. Yeah, so it sort of just traces their lives, what's happening, how they're becoming friends again, and how they deal with what's going on in Julian's life. So there's themes of like loss, mourning, grief, sadness, and then the more optimistic friendship, resilience, and all that jazz. I don't think that this is the most original book that I've ever read. I think there are lots of books out there on the market that have this kind of contemporary YA feel where it's heavy subjects, an intense sort of plot with an optimistic undertone, and that is pretty much the point of the novel, I think. It's very heavy, but it's very optimistic. And I don't think this is the only novel that's tried to do that, but I do think out of the ones that have tried, this one has done it pretty well, especially because I'm exceptionally picky about YA, because after you've read a lot, your tolerance for like cliches and stuff lowers. But I really liked how this was done. I was never bored. I was never, very, very irritated by the characters in the novel. I really liked the characters in this novel. I felt that they were semi-realistic. They weren't flawless characters, they weren't blank, they did have personalities and they did have flaws, but they were only semi-realistic because they were very lovable characters, and that's not a criticism. It very much fits with the optimistic tone of the novel. They were made lovable in a way that wasn't really pushed in your face. Like, sometimes when you read a book and the author's just trying a bit too hard to get you to like these characters, this was good. You kind of slowly fell in love with them. Particularly, I thought Adam was very interesting because Adam is a popular kid, and he's just extrovert, likes people, and usually when I read about that, I'm like, people aren't like that, that's fake. What's it like to be popular? Can't relate. But even so, I liked him. He was just a really happy guy. Yeah, so they're very lovable, Julian and Adam, in a way that I want to mother them. That kind of way. The writing was very simple, but not irritatingly simple that I sometimes find with like YA and middle grade. It wasn't a condescending type of simple, but it very much fit with the characters, which was really nice. And I do find with often simple writing and really heavy themes, there are some beautiful lines, and there were a couple of beautiful lines and beautiful moments in this that weren't, really in your face. And I really liked how Adam in this novel, this isn't spoilers by the way, Adam in this novel had ADHD and Julian had dyslexia, And even though ADHD and dyslexia were a big part of their lives, the characters weren't reduced to it. That wasn't their base personality. But even so, like their ADHD and dyslexia wasn't pushed to the side. It was mentioned a lot as something that they're dealing with and something that they live with. And I feel like it comes up when it naturally would come up in people's lives. So I really liked how that was done. However, I don't know if this was just a character trait or if it was the author trying to push something on the audience. But Adam and his mother did not like modern medicine, which is fine. But if you and your brain need to take some medicine, that's fine. That kind of just bugged me a little bit. So I don't think this book is like utterly life-changing or anything, but I think if it sounds interesting and this sounds like the type of book that you would be interested in, it's well worth your read. It is very good at what it's trying to do, which is all that we can ask from a novel. And I hate ending videos because I would like to go. If you have any thoughts on anything, just comment down below. But then I also don't want to come across like I'm sounding entitled to views or comments or anything, but then I don't want to not say anything and be haughty. So if you were like, Tash, I would like an opinion piece at the end of your videos, please say something. Or you can just be like, Tash, shut up, I'll say something if I want to say something. Yeah, so that's it from me. Bye.